So here we are again. This time I'm here with Peter. He is from the Oasis resort in Marsa Alam in Egypt. I've been there last year. No, not last year. It's already 2021. Like 1.5 years ago. I was there just for a really short visit and I really loved it there. And yeah, I told him I will definitely go back. And I'm here with Peter. So hi, Peter. Nice to see you.
Hi,
so you're going to tell us something about the resort and about the diving center. Yeah, and what we can see there. And during when we talk, we will show some pictures of the resort and everything. So yeah, let's start with the resort. So where is the Oasis situated?
The Oasis is situated in Marsa Alam.
Yeah. Oh, wait, let's see.
It takes you about, let's say, 35 minutes from the airport. We always say from touchdown of the plane to the check-in at the reception, it's an hour.
It's not that far. Huh? Yeah. And yeah, and it's right at the sea. Yeah? So you have a beautiful view from the resort.
It's right at the sea. Yes, we have our own private entrance to the sea. I mean, we have no beach over there around with an easy access to the water. I need to say that you can access the water via a jetty, yeah, because you shouldn't walk on the reef top. This is clear. I mean, all the divers know that is something we don't have to explain.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and yeah, and all the rooms or bungalows or chalets, I should call them, huh? Are also on top, and they all have a beautiful view over the sea. So yeah, what can you tell us about the accommodations you have?
I mean, let me give a quick overview, maybe just as a short information for your clients. The Oasis is a joint venture between Sinai Divers and Werner Lau, both pretty well known in the diving community. They started it in 2007. I myself, I'm in there since 2010. And so this is a small chalet. It's actually a small resort, actually, a bit built like a Nubian village. I mean, all the rooms are different. You have seen it by yourself. I mean, yeah. There is. I mean, we have about 20 new rooms and about 30 older ones. The 20 new ones are pretty equal. But from the older ones, every room is totally different. I mean, in size, all the rooms have sea view. This is clear, but they are totally different. Very, very nice equipped from the design, from the inside. I mean, if you expect a Hilton business travelers hotel or something like this, then you're definitely in the wrong place. Yeah, this is a nice.
Really, I really love the chalets. They're so spacious from inside, and it's not luxury, but yeah, it's. I don't know. I really love them. It's so beautiful, and the view and the style. But yeah, you're sure you need to like it or love it. But I loved it.
I mean, we are having a bit of niche for our customers over there. I mean, the ones who expect a hotel with 3-4 different bars and discotheques and nightclubs and stuff like this. This is what we don't have.
No,
we have sleep, relax, dive.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can also, because you have a swimming pool, which you also use for the course, right? And you can sometimes have a quick, just fresh up after or before the dive. And the last time there was also a yoga space, right?
Yes, we have a very nice yoga room with 130 square meters. plus about a 50 square meters terrace. Where you sit directly and have the view to the sea. This is the perfect place for yoga.
Yeah, and so yeah, people really come to the Oasis just for diving, and afterwards there's everything there to relax and enjoy the nice view you have from the resort. Because a little bit, when you walk some steps down, you also have like a small Bedouin tent, right?
Yes, this is what we're having there. We have a small Bedouin tent. This is a pretty original thing, and this we are using in wintertime, not, but in summertime, when it's warm enough, we're using this space also for barbecues.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And in January, it's usually a bit too cold.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, maybe for the Egyptian people it's cold. From Holland, we think, oh, this is a nice temperature to sit outside.
We're definitely warmer than in the Oosterschelde.
Yeah, you're right. So yeah, and the most important thing, the diving center.
I mean, the dive center is run.
Yeah.
The dive center is run by Caso and Sophie. This is a very nice couple. Caso is working with us now since I think 6 or 7 years. And his wife Sophie came quite some time ago, and they took over in 2020. Sorry, say in 2019.
Yeah.
They took over, and Caso was there already for 5 years with us, knowing the place, knowing everything very good. And Sophie is handling all the. I mean, Sophie is a native German speaker, so she can handle things either better in German, and Caso is Egyptian, but understands German as well. I mean, English is spoken all over. All our guides, all our instructors are speaking very good English. Can conduct courses in English. From time to time, we are also having some Dutch-speaking freelancers, but not all the time. This is something I can.
We are quite good in English and even in German.
I know. I mean, we're used to Dutch guests. We are having mainly. I mean, the number ones are Swiss and Germans, and then we have British, we have Dutch, Belgium, a few Swedish, and that's it. It's actually mainly, I mean, some Austrian as well. Let's say. We had about a Western European. This is we are having 99%.
90%. And tell us, take us on a diving day. What can we? Most of the dives are shore, but also like which a lot of dives are in south of Marsa Alam. A lot of shore dives, but also boat dives. So what are the possibilities for us as a diver?
I mean, there are many possibilities. It starts from this, that we are having every day we are offering shore dives. We are going there with minibuses, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. So this is the possibility daily, every day. Then we are having additionally several early morning dives that many people like very much, that we do either also by minibus or as a cheap tour, or with the Zodiac to the Elphinstone Reef, which is just in front of us. It's more or less our house reef, and we're going out there with the.
They showed me last time. They just pointed their finger. Look, there is Elphinstone. I couldn't believe it. This is so close by. Yeah.
There's a picture from the terrace in at the moment. When you're sitting out there, you have a view to the Elphinstone. You see Elphinstone. This is where you have. This picture you see at the moment is where you have your breakfast and lunch and dinner, and then you can see also the safari boats that are out on Elphinstone. in the high season, there can be quite some boats out there, so can easily be 10 or 12 boats in the high season. But this is okay. What we are doing additionally, besides the normal daily shore dives, we are also offering usually 3 or sometimes 4 times a week boat dives to several destinations. We are going to Shop Marsa Alam or to Shop Samadai, better known as Dolphin House.
Yeah.
Or we're going up to the north, and I mean these boat dives, these daily boat dives, you're away for the entire day. You're leaving in the morning at about 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and you return somewhere between 4 and 5 o'clock.
Yeah. And if you
on
still
the,
have
on
some
the
energy,
other daily shore dives, you're going out in the morning. I mean, we have wonderful food on the boats, clear,
yeah.
Now I didn't get you. I didn't hear you.
Oh no, just
connection is.
I'm just nodding and saying that I understand you.
Internet connection not stable. Yeah. Now, okay, it looks like it's okay again. No, on the boat you have wonderful food. This is quite clear. When you're out on the morning or afternoon trips, you're leaving in the morning at about 8:30, and you are back around 11 o'clock. Then you can have a rest, and you can have the dinner, the lunch, and the resort, and you have the afternoon dive at about 1:30. This is there on the boats. You stay out the entire day, or sometimes we were also doing early morning dives to other destinations than the Elphinstone. We are going quite often to the places places where the dugong, the sea cow, is relatively often where you have really a 50% chance to see it. I mean, you never can give a guarantee. I mean, we have guests that made their open water diver course with us. They were there for a week and saw the dugong 4 times.
Oh, wow.
We had other guests that had to visit us 6 times till they could see the dugong. Then finally, you never know. I mean, that's nature. They either show up or they don't.
I know. And and of course you also have like an amazing house reef just in front of you.
Yes, this is what we have, but this house reef is a drop-off.
Yeah.
I mean, there you have the sea cow.
There he is, the famous one, who is also, I heard sometimes you can see him on the house reef, right?
Oh, but therefore you need to be very lucky. This is when he's switching from one position to the other.
Yeah, they told me, It's just in the front, in the coast front, it's just going up and down.
Yes. I mean, you really need to be very lucky to see it on the house reef. But the house reef is very, very good for night dives.
Yeah.
I mean, you usually have Spanish dancers quite a lot over there, and a lot of life at the house reef during night dives. This is really, really very special. Wow. Good opportunities for photographs.
Yeah, and is it like the of course, some boat dives are not for experienced divers, but are the house reefs and maybe and the shore dives and some boat dives, are they also if you're a beginner, or is it just for like for every diver? Is there something to do?
We have nearly, I mean, all the boat dives are suitable for beginners also.
Okay.
I mean, what is not suitable for beginners is definitely Elphinstone.
Yeah, because of some currents, or
there might be currents, yes. Yeah. And I mean, there Elphinstone. You see it, just a photo in the back there. This is Elphinstone. It's in the blue water.
Yeah.
This is how you just see the guy was setting up the buoy, and then waiting for the zodiac. You have to get back in the zodiac, and this is where you see quite often also white dip ocean, the Longimanus sharks. You have them quite often there, and you can have also a lot of current. It can be also totally easy, no current, no nothing. But I mean, Elphinstone is not suitable for beginners. And the huisrif, I need to say, is not suitable for beginners without guide. So you cannot dive the huisrif without guide as a beginner. There you need to be a bit experienced.
Yeah, but it's also like in Egypt, it's always from until 30 dives or something. You always dive, right? Or not?
There is actually no official rule for that.
I thought it was in Egypt that it was 30 dives.
There is no official number. Some say, I mean, there are several things where you should have 20, others where you should have 30. When you should want to go to a safari, you shouldn't be under 50. But sometimes they're making special safaris for unexperienced ones and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of things. I mean, we do handle that a bit different. We look at the divers, and we go diving with them, and then we see how they are, if they're there with their buddy, if you can let them to the huisrif alone or not, if they want to go. So lots of people are diving with us. They're going unguided. I mean, they're going into the water with a guide, but they're doing their own way because they're experienced enough. I mean, they say, I have my buddy, I don't want to dive with a guide, I go the other way around. Should I tell anybody with 500 or 600 dives, no, you have to dive with the guide? I mean, come on.
So the guide is just, you're going with the guide. If you're unexperienced, you're going with the guide on the huisrif, and after a few dives, when he says, oh, I trust you and your buddy, they can go alone on the huisrif if they want to, or...
I mean, if they want to, and the guy says, okay, you can go alone on the huisrif. This really depends on the people, and there we look at the people. We don't fix it to a certain number of dives. We look for the experience and how are they diving and how is the situation on the huisrif. It can also be that there are about, let's say, about 15 to 20 days a year where we have to close the huisrif due to very high waves and strong winds. This can happen.
Yeah, it was when I was at your place, there was a lot of wind, and the huisrif was closed at the moment. Because I was there like October, beginning November or something. And you could also see it on the waves. They were going
very... You have been there in December, haven't you?
I'm sorry?
Haven't you been there in December?
No, it was in I think it was the beginning of November. And there was at the moment a lot of wind. And and the guides were checking at the moment if they could get on the huisrif, but after 1 or 1.5 hours, it was the wind was gone and you could enter the huisrif perfectly. So
I mean, they were really looking how the situation is at the house. Usually the people go to the base that we have north and south of the Oasis, with the driving distance somewhere between, let's say, 5 minutes and 30 minutes, and there are always guides with, and there you always dive with a guide if you want to. If you're experienced enough and say, I don't want to go behind the guide, I want to go independent, no problem, you can do. But there is always a guide with. On all of the
trips who go by minibus or by boat.
All of the destinations, when you're going there by either bus, minibus, or boat, or whatever. The only thing where there is not always a guide available is the huisrif.
And when I was there, so you
here at the moment, the picture you're having at the moment this is by the way, this is a small Bedouin tent. And then it looks a bit closer to the beach than it actually is. It's a bit higher up there and it's going down. It's about it looks like it's just directly on the beach. It's about 45-50 meters back from the beach. But there you see also the reef top. This is the reef top, and where you see the waves breaking in the back. This is where the drop off is going down.
Yeah, there's.
And right from there, if you're turning from there to the right, there you have the jetty. Then where you can walk over the jetty and.
Really nice. And in the like in the diving center, like if you are alone, you have no buddy or anything. I saw a big board where you can just enter your name looking for a buddy, or where all the trips are described and what you can book.
Yes. This is no problem with us. I mean, I can guarantee you always a buddy, except for the huisrif. I mean, we have also the list. This is mainly for people who say, I want to go independent on the huisrif and I'm alone over here. But if you're going to the morning or the afternoon dives, or to the full day dives that we are having as well, when you're going out on the boat, or when you're going down to the deep south, there is always a buddy there for you that we can arrange, or the guide is your buddy.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
So from there, it's no problem. This is only a problem if you're alone and want to dive on the huisrif.
Yeah, but yeah, you have there are so many dive spots in the neighborhood. There's so you can just go by boat or with a minibus there. If you go like 5, 6, or 7 days of diving, you don't have like the same spot to dive on, or because there are so many dive sites in the neighborhood.
There are more than enough. There are more than enough dive sites in the neighborhood where you can go. But I need to speak frankly and tell you there is throughout the possibility that if it is very, very windy and the waves are very strong, there are several dive sites where you cannot go. It's several destinations where you cannot go depending on the weather. And it can happen to you that you have to go for 2 days around the corner to Gabal el Rosas because there is no other. The other possibilities are not good. They're either not safe, or you have visibility which is worse than in the Oosterschelde, and this is not what you're coming to Egypt for.
No, no. So, well, I think we have everything. Thank you so much for letting us in, taking us to the Oasis. Hopefully, very soon we can just see it with our own eyes and see all the beautiful underwater life in
yes.
And the beautiful resort, of course, because you, for all people in Holland, really go to the Oasis because it's such a nice and relaxing and place. The food is really good. The restaurant has a really nice view, and after a week, I'm sure everyone wants to go back for another week. So, well, thank you, Peter, and I hope to see you in Egypt with a really beautiful background with some sea and and a good view instead of in our rooms.
I do hope this as well. We are actually planning to reopen on the 25th of March, which is actually planned. I don't know whether it will be the 1st of April or maybe the 1st of May. I don't know at the moment, and we are planning March 25th. But nobody can say anything and guarantee anything at the moment.
Nobody knows, but as soon as you will reopen, we will let our customers know.